What's up YouTube, this is Badass Review here, and I'm back with another Marvel Legends review. This time I'm looking at the Face-Off Captain America from ToyBiz. This is probably the best Captain America figure that's ever come out in Marvel Legends series, and I gotta say, it is probably my favorite. Probably one of my favorite action figures that I own from Marvel Legends. I mean, ToyBiz just made some really awesome figures, and then they made some really bad figures. And I think this is probably one of their best, if not the greatest, because it's Captain America, and everybody loves Captain America. Well, not everybody. I like him, but he's just not my favorite. I don't think I would put him at the top of my list. Figure-wise, though, this is a phenomenal figure, and if you can see, I've made a modification to him because this was the face-off Captain America that came with his mask off. And what I've simply done is I took the Series 1 Captain America and I heated the head up, took the head off of this Captain America and placed it with this, and then I didn't have anywhere else to put his head, so I just put it on the face-off. Here's the head sculpt of what he looks like. Personally, I don't like his head sculpt. He kind of looks like a young Sylvester Stallone if he were to be Captain America for some reason. I like ToyBiz for their realistic face sculpts and such like that, but you know, I didn't really like it that much, so I just swapped the heads out. And really, they're the same joint and all that, and there's really nothing wrong with it. I would say his head's a little large now because of it, but I think that is way better than having him without his mask off. And I got it for like $25. So really, I mean, $25, and all I did was swapped out the heads, which I've seen other people do. Pretty good deal and a pretty awesome figure. What I wish ToyBiz had was the little ball joints like the new Marvel Legends had, because then I could just use this head for the unmasked version and it'd be awesome. But you know, I got this unmasked version here, and since this was the unmasked version, he came with the little thing that went around his neck to make it look like he had his mask off. I simply just put it on my Ultimate Cap with the Steve Rogers head. So now I have an Ultimate Captain America with his mask off. But even though the Ultimate Captain America doesn't have the little wings on the side of his mask, which is fine, I mean, I don't care. It's still Ultimate Captain America, but for now, this is the only Captain America that's came out of Marvel Legends like this, so he's just kind of like that for a while. Put him off to the side because we're reviewing this bad boy. And I gotta say, detail on this figure is awesome. Probably the best sculpting I've seen on a figure probably in my entire life. I mean, he's got the nice detail and the scales on his chest nicely sculpted in, really awesome. It's got a really nice texture. It's got shading going throughout the blue. We work our way down to his gloves. The gloves are nicely sculpted. I really like those a lot. Got tons of articulation in the hand. Also a lot of detail in the glove itself, and nice shading as well. The best part about him, and really the only good part about ToyBiz Captain America is, well, not the real good part, but the best shields that came from Marvel Legends were by ToyBiz, because they were big, they came with the little straps on the inside, and they had the little thing to go around his wrist, which mine broke off because it didn't really want to fit around his wrist, so it broke, and basically he's just holding on to it by the little strands here, which is fine because I'm keep this figure on display anyways. Why did I put so much emphasis on that H? Anyways, so he goes as my display figure because I don't want to really ruin this guy, and he's already pretty loose. He's not that loose, but he's already loose because most ToyBiz figures, they start getting loose the older they get, And a lot of the ToyBiz figures in general just get really loose, so I don't want to ruin him. And yeah, overall just really awesome. I mean, the more paint work on the back. I know a lot of people kind of complain because he doesn't have a star on his back or on his shoulders. I don't know if that's just the Ultimate Cap that has the stars on his shoulders. I don't really know anymore. I know one of the Captain America is supposed to have a star on his back. I don't remember if it's Ultimate Cap or not, but this Captain America doesn't have it. So I don't know if anybody can tell me about that. That'd be great. He's got his little belt here. I don't really know what he uses it for. I don't know why he needs all these pouches, because he's not Batman. And I don't think he ever really uses anything else but his shield and the occasional gun, but Captain America doesn't really use guns all that much. I mean, he kind of does sometimes, but I don't know. Anyways, with the Series 1 head sculpt, it's a lot nicer. I didn't really like the face-off head sculpt that came with the mass version either. Well, I mean, I liked it a little bit, but I think this one's just way better. It kind of makes him look a little more comic booky, but he still looks pretty realistic here. And I'd say the only problem about the head sculpt now is that the A is a little messed up, but you know what, that's fine, because really no Captain America has a perfect A on his head ever. So, you mean, not a big deal. Nice sculpting on the star here. Nice paint on the torso area. I mean, I can kind of see some red bleeding through and some white bleeding over into the red and whatnot, but that's alright. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. Go down to his legs. Really awesome sculpting on the legs. It looks like he's wearing some really nice spandex pants, I guess, because it's pretty form-fitting to his leg. Got the nice little stretch marks there. Really cool. Shading throughout the blue. Really nice color. Probably the reason why I like this figure so much is that it just looks so much like the Captain America that everybody loves. And Hasbro and ToyBiz have made Captain Americas that don't really look like this. This is like the only Captain America that's actually true to his original costume, other than the Series 1, but the Series 1 sucks in comparison to this one. So 10 times better. We go down to his boots. His boots are really nice, red, with the shading going throughout it. So yeah, it's really awesome. Now let's go over articulation. Detailing, that's pretty much it. I mean, the detailing is really awesome, so we'll go over articulation. His head is on a swivel and socket, I guess, so it can look down pretty good. It can look up a decent amount. I don't know how much more it looked up before, but he looks up a pretty good amount, so I'm fine with that. Rotates 360 degrees. His arms can go... His arms are a little bit weird to me. They don't ever seem to want to go outward as much. Like, they don't want to go outward. This is about as far as his arm will stretch outward. I mean, if you want his arm to go out like this, it's only because this butterfly joint right here allows it to. Otherwise, his arms don't really go outward. I mean, they didn't leave a whole lot of room for him to stretch his arms out because of the sculpting, which I guess is fine, but at the same time, it kind of sucks. So this is the only way he really stretches his arm out, is with this joint. So like I said, he's got this butterfly joint here, allows his shoulder to extend back more. His arms go 360 degrees. He rotates at the bicep, double jointed at the elbow. He rotates at the glove here. He bends at the wrist, and he has individual finger articulation, so he could give you the bird, or he could pretend that he's using a hand cannon, but the fingers are all getting stuck together whenever I try to do something. So I'll just give him this hand like, give me your money, mother effer. Yeah. Anyways, enough about that. He's got an ab crunch, which does a really good job. It goes back pretty far, goes down pretty good, so you can get some nice action poses. His legs are on ball jointed T-joints, which are my favorite because they just give so much more articulation and range of motion. I like the new Bucky Cap version too because it looks more realistic, but these work just fine. I think it was pretty good. I wish they had them more on figures nowadays, but they don't. Anyway, so it goes forward and it goes in and out. It rotates at the upper part of the bicep, or the thigh. Bends at 2 points at the knee here. Rotates at the boot. He bends at the foot, and he has an ankle pivot, which gives him even more posability options and better stability to stand. So yeah, awesome figure. Definitely recommend you try and get him. He is pretty pricey, so I know when I say you should pick this up, it's usually on a figure sometimes that are pretty rare and hard to find, but sometimes you get lucky on eBay or through a garage sale or something like that, and you end up finding him, picking him up. Anyways, he is awesome. I wish Hasbro could make an awesome figure like this, but they probably never will. This is by far probably one of the best ToyBiz figures. I mean, I'm sure they have other ones, but in my opinion, between this figure, the Giant Man, and I really like the Thor figure, the Giant Man series Thor. That's a good figure too. So a lot of Avengers style figures are the ones that they did a really good job on. But yeah, that's all I can really think of. Articulation and detail wise, he is phenomenal. Definitely worth picking up. If you can get the unmasked version, which is cheaper, and you have the Series 1 version, I mean, you can just swap the heads out and you got a really awesome Captain America. I think this is a 10 times better figure with this head swap. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I try not to run my videos so long, but I end up rambling on about things, so I try not to. But yeah, please rate, comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. You guys have a nice day, and I'll talk to you later.